Welcome to Wyatt's Sunny Adventures Gaming. Now, today, I'm just sort of going to be something a little bit different. Now, I'm not the best player in the world that's able to do all Zookas on attacking stuff, but but for people that haven't ever attacked stuff using the all Zooka troop strategy before, that are just wanting to learn a little bit, I mean, like I said, I'm not the best player in existence at it, but I could easily be able to just show you several tutorials of how to get, just on this video here, on how to get started, sort of. And I just noticed this, how I have a million, how it's just all ones there, and then I have the same with stone, but it's two twos there at the end, so it's like it's just sort of adding up there. I sort of think it's interesting, I don't know. I sometimes like to look at how much there is and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I'll show you some attacks with Sergeant Brick and probably some with Bullet. I'll just show you some of the basics with pretty much all of it in this video, so let me pause a second. Firing. So here I'm just sort of going to be showing you the basics here. I mean, all this base is the headquarters on it. But I'm just still sort of going to be showing you, so just sort of imagine where there could be rocket launchers and stuff as I go through the attack. So we'll start by putting a flare down in the corner. Then we'll just be deploying them like this, sort of letting them catch up to each other. But late to do Sergeant Brick, so then you go like that. Start to do a couple smokes just to get them started. Then do Sergeant Brick, because Sergeant Brick will run faster than the Zooka, so then just simulate that, sort of get them up there some. Then just battle orders, then just pretend there's defenses here. So yeah, it went down way too quick for me to be able to get everything out there. So that's just sort of the basics with some of it. I mean, there's way better ways to do this, like I'm about to show you here. So, I mean, I could easily do that as well to take this out. I mean, that's just because of the level of that headquarters and stuff. But I'll just go back into it. But I'll do like how I did on the first attack a minute ago again, just to sort of show you other stuff real quick. Just sort of starting out, because it's sort of been a while since I've done all Zooka attacks, so I'm going to just sort of practice with this, so just sort of shock everything, then draw artillery or something if you only have gunboat energy for that or something. So that's another way you could simply do this, but I'm going to pause for a second again. So now, this is just another sort of simple base that I do together real quick. Now for those players that do larger operations, I mean, this ain't the best of layouts that I could do, I just sort of do that together. But that's sort of how they're put together on larger operations on bases like Manticore and stuff. and Minotaur and stuff, they're put together like that. But as you can see, the range goes all the way down to the ramp, so you want to put the fire in the corner, do a smoke, deploy a couple of bazookas, drop a smoke screen or two, just do like that, and then you want to go up like that, like how I showed you before with other attacks. Now the bazookas may get out there just a little bit, but that's probably happens on most attacks here. Now I'm intentionally going to miss this shock here. I mean, it's still possible if there is a rocket launcher that's still unshocked. I mean, yeah, if you can get everything that could be harmful, I mean, a sniper tower or a cannon, if there's two cannons, that ain't going to hurt you much. I mean, if there's a bunch of cannons that would be able to be in range, that would be probably about as bad as a machine gun or something, so you would probably want to shock something like that. But just a plain thing that's like a rocket launcher, a flamethrower or something. I mean, I'm going to be showing you lots more interesting ways to do the stuff too. I mean, it's going to be stuff like how to do it with private bullet and stuff. So, basically, it's just as simple as you could get it. So, I'm actually going to show you another way you could do this here. But it'll involve just deploying them the other way. So at the initial start, I don't really need a smoke there. The worst part of it for me is just deploying them. I mean, maybe that's just me, but that's the worst part for me. But and for when you're at what they call the kill zone, for where you're going to be at when they get to where they're going to be to do whatever, you want to just deploy as many smokes as you can at once just to get them down to... I mean, that's one way to do it, is you could just clear out rocket launchers as you attack. Or just, I mean, that's not the preferred way to do it, but... Let me switch to Captain Everspark here with remote attack, and I'll show you another way to do this. I mean, it's sort of a different way to do it. I mean, it's the more preferred way if you're in, a major task force or something, because if you do it like this, you could still deploy your troops without brick or board or anything without a problem. So you just deploy Captain Everspark and just fire Everspark up by a rocket launcher, a mortar, or a shock launcher. So you just want to do that. You click the button to hack what defense you want to. In this case, it selected that middle rocket launcher. But then you flare to that one, and it'll do that. Then you get a smoke ready, and drop it. Sometimes that just will happen to where smoke gets there just barely too soon. But then you just wait for that smoke to run out. Then you just... And of course it does it again. Going to have to do another flare onto it. So... How many times will this happen? I mean, yeah, there ain't no cannons that's going to do single shot, but still, just pretend there is. But just like that. Now, there's no cannons that would easily take out that there's no cannons that would easily take that rocket launcher out. But then, I mean, at this point, smoke screens are quite expensive to do. But then every spike will sort of do critters just to block it. Now, obviously that's not going to really be able to... I mean, they might be able to take that headquarters down, but I highly doubt it. Now, if a spike did get that one hack out that I set off up there at the top, but yeah, obviously didn't take that out. Now, let me pause again. So, I sort of just put this base together just as a sort of simpler design. Now I will be switching hero to private bullet, which I didn't do, so retreat. And then bullet taunt is what we want. So then I'll just go back to attack the base again now. I mean, I didn't really do the best of jobs with organizing the flame dwellers, but you get the idea. And I did put one rocket launcher there. So I basically need to get that, then a couple of smoke screens down, and then just drop them like I've been doing. Which, just like I've been doing. Now then you want to get right up into those flame doors there. Now you activate taunt on bullet once you've flared the core. You activate taunt, then you just sort of do whatever. Now bullet will taunt those flamethrowers, so then the flamethrowers will target bullet, and the Zookas can just shoot at the core or whatever. Now that is just some of the most basic ways I know of to do the technique. I mean, there's plenty other ways to do it. I mean, I'm not the best person at it though, so thanks for watching Light Sunny Adventures Gaming, and bye.